Hey, it's Casapenta here, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Port Credit in Mississauga. You know, Romeo and I are in Canada right now, and this spot is absolutely gorgeous. This is actually where Romeo and I shot our engagement photos years ago. And as you can see, there's like boats, there's like the lighthouse, the water, you know, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a beautiful day today. And you know, I wanted to cut this short video for you because Romeo and I were having a conversation yesterday about something that I find very interesting, and my concept of this has shifted quite a lot over the past 4 years, ever since, you know, Romeo and I decided to kind of go for it and go for our dreams. And really, I don't know, maybe it's something that you can think about and maybe you have thought about, and I'd love your comments and feedback on. But you know, we all kind of develop these definitions of ourselves, right? We start to kind of put ourselves into certain categories, right? We have, you know, broad definitions of ourselves in terms of what we do. Probably this is like the greatest definition that a lot of people go by. You know, usually when you meet someone, what's like one of the first questions they ask? What do you do, right? And we usually say, you know, whatever job or career we're in, that we are that, right? I am a teacher, I am a personal trainer, I am or whatever it is, right? And we kind of embody that. And beyond that, you know, there's also other definitions we give ourselves. You know, anything like personality traits, emotional things, you know, things that we kind of believe about ourselves, right? Like, I struggled with weight, right? And when I gained weight, I started to say I am fat, right? And, you know, what I'm talking about today is that all of these definitions don't necessarily mean that they actually are true and that they are us. This is probably the greatest shift and something that you can really hone in on if you want to change things. This is that part that you can change. You know, if you are happy with your definitions of yourself, great. But if you are wanting to change, stop defining yourself in those terms, right? Like this whole example of I am fat, right? Well, isn't it different to say I have fat? It's different. It's a very different, it feels different to say it, right? Because it's something I can change. I have it or I don't have it, right? If you are it, it's like you embody it. That phrase I am, it really is a definition. And one thing I've realized, because I used to think that, you know, people don't really change, that you can't really change your life, you can't really change yourself. But I've seen over the past few years that you can. And I really kind of challenge you to think of it this way. Think of these definitions as your clothes, right? You can put clothes on, but you can change. You can change the clothes you wear. And one thing that really made me think about this is like, you know, a couple days ago I was on the beach, right? Living on the beach, kind of like a beach bum, right? Wearing my bikini, wearing, you know, my Vibrams crossing the beaches. That's what I was wearing. And I'm here now and I'm dressed very different, right? Kind of like I have a new definition of myself. And it can be like that. You can change your clothes. You can choose to wear whatever you want to wear. And when you can start to have this kind of loose attachment to these things, it becomes easier to change. You know, some people, even if it's a disempowering belief or self-definition, they almost fight for it. It's like, it may not be good for them, but they'll still fight for it. They'll say, you know, no, this is how I am. You know, I don't have a high self-esteem. I struggle with this and this. I am these things. And they'll fight for it. It's like a coping mechanism, I think. And you can let it go, right? You can let it go just like you can change your clothes. And so I urge you to think about that. And I just wanted to share these thoughts because Romeo and I were talking. We're like, you know, when we first set out on this journey, it was difficult and it was challenging to let go of those old definitions we had for ourselves because we had to find ourselves a certain way for most of our life. And when we decided to change everything, it was kind of like, it was like this mind-altering thing because we're like, you know, we can't actually be anyone. We can actually do anything. We can be whoever we want to be. And that's what we decided. It was more of a, instead of saying I am this, it's more like, who do I want to be? Right? What do I want to do? What excites me? Right? What's my dream? Who do I aspire to be? It's very different, right? Questions are always probably the most powerful way you can start to shift your mindset. So I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to know what you think. You know, do you think that it's possible to do that? Do you think it's possible to change your clothes, your self-definitions? So, you know, Cats Panta coming to you from Canada. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts and your feedback, and as we say in Costa Rica, Pura Vida.